What's the secret pathway to intuition? Would having better and more powerful intuition help you? Would you like to know you could get answers to your questions and trust that they were correct? What if you could access the full scope of your intuition? What would you do or dare or try if you had confidence in your ability to know it was the right thing for you? As you know, your intuition does work, except when we don't listen to it, but we don't always trust it. And our intuition is limited by our ability to expand our energy field. But what if we had a secret pathway to access greater levels of intuition? What would we do with the information? Forget about winning the lottery, everyone tries that and it doesn't work. You do have a secret pathway to access your intuition, and it's, you guessed it, the morphogenic field. But there is a catch: you have to be able to access the field from an empowered, energetically congruent place to be able to access the full scope of your intuition's energy. And that happens when we modify our DNA antenna. While it's the blueprint for our physical body, your DNA is also an energetic antenna that accesses the source energy field, the morphogenic field. When you're operating at a two-strand DNA level, you are connecting in mono, with a very limited scope of access. The signal is weak, you only get one channel and the sound quality is poor. But when you upgrade your DNA, you're operating in full stereo, like a 1980s supersize boombox. The connection is bigger, clearer, louder, and the information is more robust, and you get a multitude of channels. Dr. Peebles, visualize having it all, and it is so. This is a gentle reminder, and it's super simple. Visualization just gets to be a habit, and as my grandmother liked to say, every little bit helps a little bit. Even 2 minutes is enough to create the habit, and once you do this, you will be stoked. So instead of scrolling through Instagram, or watching a TV show, take 2 minutes and create the habit of visualization. This is my whole mission, to help people create the simple habits that transform their lives. Dr. Peebles said this about the habit of visualization: when you create the habit of visualization, a few things begin to happen. 1. When you visualize once a day, every day, you begin to build momentum, you get excited about that which you are visualizing. The more you visualize it, the more interesting, colorful, detailed it becomes. The more colorful and detailed it becomes, the more you are showing up for the fun of the visualization. 2. When you make visualization a habit, you begin to let go of your attachments, agendas, and expectations about it. It becomes natural, and you find you are encountering more and more and more of that which you visualize. You start to visualize your new hairstyle, then 2 weeks later, you have it. Then you visualize taking a trip to an island you love, and a month later you find a great deal on airfare to that island and book that trip. You begin to stack up evidence that your visualization creates encounters with that which you want. As you practice every day and stack up evidence through your commitment to visualization, you'll begin to release attachment to needing it, or worry that it won't work. Because time after time, you've seen the evidence that it does work. 3. When you do this every day, you begin to have fun with it. Eventually you'll cease to visualize because you want to create or encounter or manifest. You'll begin to visual because it's fun. You begin to visualize because you like to do it, not because you are trying to get something. Then you understand the visualization process is not a tool to get things, it is an extraordinary blessing about being a human being. It's one of the ways you can encounter God through the process of bringing something closer and closer to you, just for the fun of it. Remember, it is all play to the soul. At first you will visualize things you might need. We encourage you to visualize things you desire, but don't need. As you open yourself to this opportunity to continually speak with, listen to, and visualize the encounters you are wanting, with people, experiences, things, you will see it as part of the wonderful dance of being a human being. The 9D Arcturian Council, earthquakes, fires and other cataclysms greetings. We are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We have been watching and noticing what has been transpiring there on your planet, on your home, and we want you all to know that you are doing wonderfully well with handling all of the changes that you experience there. We know that it is easy, and somewhat of a natural tendency, to look for someone to blame when there are tragedies that occur there on your Mother Earth. We know that there can be a lot of finger-pointing going on whenever there is a disaster of any kind. With any cataclysmic event that occurs there on Earth, you're going to have the theories as to why it occurred and who is to blame. Now, from where we sit, it is so much more important for you all to look at the way anything that happens there on Earth, or in your lives, can bring about more love, healing, compassion, and forgiveness from you. That's what is always needed when there is a tragic event there on planet Earth. You need the lightworkers to rise above the conspiracies, and the theories, and the conjecture so that the love and healing that is spread around to all affected by the tragic events will do what it can do to bring peace to the hearts of all affected. In finger-pointing and blame there is no peace. And while many people feel it is necessary to do so in order to prevent a tragedy from occurring again in the future, they don't understand how reality works. They don't understand that reality is always co-creation, and so it is a fruitless endeavor to look for anyone to blame and to create more of the 3D consciousness of victim and perpetrator. You are moving out of that consciousness now, and you are coming together more as a collective to support those affected by tragedy and trauma with your compassion, with your understanding. And if there are people at fault for something, then to really raise your level of consciousness, you must look for forgiveness within yourselves. And forgiveness comes after you accept, you make peace, and you process the emotions that you do feel. We know that everything that is created there on Earth is created for the experience, for the emotion, and for the evolution, and it is not a learning experience. It is not about figuring out how, with the mind, to prevent something from occurring in the future, when the everything that occurs serves a higher purpose. The higher purpose is always about bringing you together. It's always about unity, and you get that when you focus on how you can be a part of the solution, how you can bring people together. Again, blame and finger-pointing is all about separation. It's all about drawing lines in the sand when something is occurring or something has occurred. And you, as the awakened collective, are there to rise above that level of consciousness and to be the ones who hold space for the better, new Earth experience, while simultaneously offering compassion, healing, love and forgiveness right there on the Earth where you are. Because from where we are sitting, that's all you can really do to be of service and to help your fellow humans to heal what they need to heal when they have gone through the tragedy or the trauma. And if you are one of the ones who has, then it is also necessary to focus on what you're feeling, what you're thinking, what you're believing, how you can heal from all of it, and how you can build something new from whatever has occurred that has left you standing in a pile of tears. You're always meant to co-create something better from whatever is occurring, and you can and you will do that when there is no resistance, when there is no more stuck energy to release, and when you can see the possibilities for the brighter future that the tragedy has then created for all of humankind. As we said, that's your work there as the Awakened Collective, and it is hard work, it is challenging work, but it is the work that you signed up for in this lifetime. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you.